So many things happening, so many bad things, so many things that are making global news about this coronavirus and about people losing their lives and people losing their jobs and being furloughed. But I think there's something bigger here. I think what we have in front of us and before us is a flood. I think about the Bible and I think about what God says through his word. And I see that there's a particular story that many people know about, but I'm not sure are thinking about in this time. And that is the flood. So we know that God was not pleased with how humanity was acting and they were not being very faithful. So he sent a flood where one man, Noah, and his family and all the animals he brought with him were able to survive that because Noah was able to discern God's word and he was actively seeking it. What I think we have before us here with this coronavirus is a flood. And in a mental sense, in a metaphorical sense, we have been just full of a bunch of things and a bunch of different worries and a bunch of different focuses in our lives that may not necessarily be what we need to primarily focus on. We could be focusing primarily on just being obsessed with being entertained, watching Netflix, watching this and that, and then that's all we do once we come home from work. What I think has happened as a result of the coronavirus is we've been forced to really reprioritize. It was a forced reprioritization. We've also been forced to think about what we're going to do with our futures. And what I'm thinking is going to happen during this season is we're going to get a lot of great music. We're going to get a lot of great messages, books, artwork, sculptures, ideas that are going to be incubated from this time. Even though it might not seem like such a good time, it's actually an opportunity. It's an opportunity to look forward. And even if we're forced out of what we were in our last chapter, we're being forced into the next chapter. And guess what? This next chapter that you have before you is only for you. It's something that only you can do, something that's been placed on your heart that's specific to your walk and specific to your journey, whether that's learning or creating. So I want you to think about this time now as an opportunity to launch into your purpose in this next phase, because this isn't the end of the world. This is just the beginning of a new one.